Welcome to the International Wealth Builders Association.com radio, broadcast, and podcast. I'm Patrick Hunter, your host. I'm also the owner of Realty Mavericks Real Estate at realtymavericks.com, and I'm also a coach and trainer and educator for IWBA, as well as my own company, Megalithic Coaching and Training. So if you want to call in today, I'm going to go over the topics. We're going to be talking about credit, how it works, what's going on in the credit industry. Then we're going to talk about 1031 exchanges, which is another way to invest and avoid paying taxes or defer taxes. And then I'm going to give you the market update. What's going on? What are the statistics as far as real estate nationally and locally? And then the final segment, I'm going to talk to you about foreclosures today. If you're missing payments, what to do, that kind of stuff is really important for what's going on. So if you want to call in and have any questions or comments, just call us at 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. So let me tell you what International Wealth Builders Association is. It's a high-quality real estate investment and education club from anybody that's a beginner on up to advanced builders, developers. And the beauty of it is that we bring like-minded individuals together so that they can rub elbows and they can learn, and we put together education programs for them. And so whether you're a beginner and you just want to find out maybe how to buy your first home at a discount, or you want to learn how to get your credit up or how to raise money for a particular project, just believe me, when it comes to real estate investing, there are as many ways to invest as there are people. There's so many different things out there. So we have a monthly workshop that we do that's online twice, and then quarterly we go live. The online ones at internationalwealthbuildersassociation.com are free to attend. And if you want to attend live, we usually have a special guest trainer for you in education. Those do cost money for that. You can go to internationalwealthbuildersassociation.com and find out more about that. So what we do is we bring people together for the purpose of teaching them how to build wealth and making deals. So we have a ton of resources, education, connections. Actually, it's where people that are billionaire project managers can meet with a guy who's just coming out for the first time. And if you want to figure it out, we handle commercial. We have experts in residential. We have experts in ADUs. We have experts in development, experts in entitlement, experts in land, flipping, wholesaling, rehabbing, note buying, selling. Write down internationalwealthbuildersassociation.com and check it out. We do have a meeting coming up on the 31st, which will be Zoom. So that one you can attend for free. All right. Who am I? I'm Patrick Hunter. I'm a real estate broker, an investor, and most of all, I'm an educator, and I love to help people put their deals together. I'm a deal engineer. I love to put things together. So if you have a project or a deal that you not quite sure how to fund it, not quite sure how to put it together, just give me a call and I can help you with that. My philosophy is to always leave people better off than when I found them, and be ethical, moral, and fair so that everybody gets a win-win outcome, okay? So anyway, let's talk about our first topic, which is credit. The credit industry is changing rapidly. What do I mean by that? Well, the first thing is that it used to be very simple to just get your credit, and they would report like every 30 days, they would pull information and put that on your credit report. And your score would go up based on your debt or anything that happened to you during that time, whether you purchased something, whether you got a ding, whether you were late. But now they have an algorithm which is lightning fast. So literally, as you're spending on your credit card, you check your FICO score and it's up or down that day. So that's something you really need to be aware of, is that it is no longer you can wait and pay something off before the next time it pulls. It is immediate now. You have a fluctuation. The golden rule also used to be 30% of your credit card debt was really good. Not anymore. 30% or less, like if you have a credit card for $1,000, you never want to go over $300. You want to keep that low. But now, because of the changes that they've gone through and how fast and how they report, you really want to keep it at 6% or less. Because if you notice, if you get over 6% on your credit card debt, then you're going to go ahead and have a higher or a lower credit score. It's fascinating to see that. And government is trying to make changes with the credit reporting bureaus as well. They don't particularly like the credit bureaus. They want to make it easier for everybody. As you notice, they just paid off a whole bunch of people's student loans. So here we go again with the government throwing some debt out there, and everybody else is supposed to pick up the tab. The thing is that the market is definitely changing, and credit is changing with it. So with the 30% rule, you definitely want to keep it at least 30%. The best is 6% or less. Now you have to have all three types of credit. You have to have maybe a revolving account, which is a credit line. You have to have a car loan, which is a statement balance where you make a monthly car loan, and a home, preferably. Those are the best ways. Does that mean you can't have a good credit score without a house? No, not at all. Or a car. It's just pay on time or early if you can. Keep your balances low. The other thing that's really interesting is that now it's a little easier to clean your credit. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of people get dings unnecessarily. They don't mean to get a ding. Maybe they forget a payment or something like that. Those things you can dispute directly with the credit bureaus and get something taken off. I'm not an attorney. I'm not an accountant. I am a real estate broker, and I deal with credit all the time. So it's really important to actually understand how credit works. So don't be scared if you have some dings on your credit and you want to start investing, because the majority of deals that are done in real estate are usually done with partnerships with people with cash. So if you find the deal, that's really where you want to be. You want to be the guy when you start out to find the deal and turn it over to one of us, people that have all the knowledge or the connections out there with the investors that do have the money to put the deal together. And like I said, we have experts in all areas in the real estate investing world. So get together with us, come out to one of our meetings, or join us online at internationalwealthbuildersassociation.com. And we're having our next meeting, like I said, on the 31st. So please join us. It will be online live, and we'll go ahead and get you going there. As far as credit bureaus, let me talk to you. There's three major credit bureaus, which I'm sure a lot of you are aware. And if you want your own information, you're entitled to that information once a year free. So you can go to all three bureaus and get a free report at annualcreditreport.com. Write that down, annualcreditreport.com. Now that is paid for by the credit bureaus, and it's mandated by the government for them to give you access to your credit reports. In the old days, there was a time when you couldn't even see your own credit. Now it's very easy. You get your credit. I recommend only getting one credit bureau every 4 months. That way you have a all year round credit history that is current. You can dispute anything on there directly through the credit bureaus, or you can contact one of my affiliates who is an expert and a certified HUD credit repair specialist, and I can get a hold of her and give you that information. If you want to get a hold of me directly for any of that information, you can do that at info at megalithic.com or .us, I'm sorry. Info at megalithic.us, or go to realtymavericks.com and check out my Facebook page and contact me through there. If you give me your information, I'll be able to update you on any of that stuff, okay? So if you want to have good credit, do you need good credit to buy houses? No. You can improve your credit. You can challenge what's on your credit report. Here's the rules with the challenging on your credit report. You dispute an information, okay, because everybody has to report to the bureaus. Does everybody report to all three bureaus? No, they report to usually one bureau. So what's on one credit bureau may not be on the other. And that's how the car dealers pull your credit, is they pull your credit and look at the different bureaus, and they try and get you approved based on one or two of the credit bureaus that has the highest score, the least amount of dings, things like that. So it's important to know what's on your credit report in advance before you start doing any of this stuff. And you can go ahead and get your credit reports at annualcreditreport.com. For example, you may have something that's, an old collections or something that's on TransUnion. And then you go over to Equifax and you go over to the other bureaus and it's not there. Why is that? Because depending upon who the vendor is, they have an account with one of those bureaus. TransUnion, Equifax, they will put it on one of those bureaus, okay? Equifax is probably the most prominent one out there that is used by a lot of people. So, and it's also one of the most difficult I found to clean up there. But, you know, it's easy. A lot of times if you dispute your dings on your credit, they will come off right away. The typical rule of thumb is stuff that is 4 years old or older will pop off, 7 years for some things, and 10 years for judgments and other things like that. So, but it doesn't hurt to dispute, because the way it works is you challenge what that person or that entity put on your credit bureau. They have 30 days to respond. If they don't respond within 30 days, then the credit bureaus have to remove that information. Does it mean it won't pop back on? No, because it's an automated system. It can pop back on, and you got to know how to dispute that. That's changing. I recommend if you have a lot of things to clean up your report, if you have a lot of old information on there, you contact one of my credit friends that can actually help you do that sort of stuff. So that's one of the things that is very important. If you have any credit questions, please call us at 888-909-1050 or any of the other topics that we're going to be talking about here soon. So let me know what's going on there. And we're going to be talking about 1031 exchanges next. So if you don't know what a 1031 exchange is, it's a way to buy and sell property by selling your property and purchasing others through a trade. So we're going to get into that when we come back, and we'll let you know what's going on there.